kind of learn the business, but I still loved it and survived, and just wish that I'd figured that out and that the timing was better a little bit earlier in my life. But it's all good. I love it.
Hey, yeah, and you're still doing it.
Yep, I know.
That's awesome. So what's your favorite part of your job?
So really what it comes down to is just helping people. If somebody is just gets married, I might be able to help them insure their lives, for example. I do some insurance as well. Retirement planning, obviously, people have goals and they want to travel or see their grandkids or have a second home in Mexico or somewhere. I'm just trying to help them achieve those goals. Sometimes it's helping them on things that happen in their lives. They may get divorced, and that's an emotional and financially economical disadvantaged time, and I can help people through those kinds of things. I've helped people that have lost parents or who have lost spouses or have had to care for a parent. So I'm really just kind of helping people in whatever aspect of their life that they're in. And it may start out helping them with one scenario and translates into another scenario. And it's really, bottom line, I'm just helping people.
Yeah, you are. And that reminds me of the woman that you helped find that $1.something million annuity.
$1.4 million. She had no idea she even had it.
There's an article on staypositive.news that dives into that story, and it's really cool. So go check it out if you haven't read it yet.
And I've gotten a lot of positive response from that. So that article, you wrote that article, is really well done.
Thank you.
And I've had a lot of people that were like, man, that is so cool. And I said, well, it is cool, but I mean, you portrayed that article just exactly as it should have been and described very well how that works. So I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. It was easy to work with you on that. So how does having a positive mindset help you manage your business? And the second part of this question is, has anything changed about the way that you run your business now that you're actively a part of the Stay Positive kind of movement?
Gosh, I don't know if it's really changed it necessarily, because I feel like when I wake up every day, I've got a choice. Mm-hmm. And whether I've had a bad day the day before, or whether I've woken up on the wrong side of the bed, or it's raining like it was this morning, or whatever, I can either choose to let those negative aspects or negative things, negative variables affect me negatively, or just try to soldier on. And I just, for as long as I can remember, I just feel like I've soldiered on. And I have had times in my life that weren't as good as others, and it was depressing and just heavy. And I just, at some point, just decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to allow that to affect me as it has anymore. And so I choose to take off my day being in a good mood, even if it's just that. Just, I'm going to be in a good mood today. I'm just going to wake up, I'm going to do what I need to do, but I'm going to be in a good mood until somebody changes that. And even then, I'm just going to try to pursue it in a positive light and do it just with a positive attitude.
Yeah, I love that. That's some great advice for sure.
I don't know if I'm successful with that every day, but that's my goal. And I think I would say I am successful, but there are probably days that I'm not as successful as others.
Hey, I love that, because that's being real. And, I actually just got asked this the other day, like, are you always this happy? Are you always an optimist? Like, I'm like, actually, no, I'm not. I feel like I love what I do. And I think that makes interacting with people in a positive way so easy. But yeah, there's definitely like things that happen or come up that, no, I don't respond to in that way. But I think that's all of us. We can't be perfect all the time. And we're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to be positive, right?
Right.
And that's something that we can always work to get towards or be better at.
Yeah. So when I started this job, and I was having a conversation recently, and, do you like what you do? And when I meet with clients, I usually end the conversation with, I'm really passionate about what I do. I love what I do. There's never been a time since I've been doing this, and I'm usually the first one in our office, and I consciously am unlocking the door and I'm thinking to myself, this is great. I can't believe that I'm doing what I love and what I'm passionate about, and people compensate me to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, would I do it for free? I guess I would, but I probably wouldn't be able to. I probably wouldn't be able to feed myself as well. But I just appreciate that I'm able to do something for a living that I thoroughly enjoy.
Yes. A sound what?
A sound voice for your financial future. You want to know where that came from?
Yeah, we're dying to know how that came from.
So for 15 years, I was the public address announcer or the stadium announcer for the Nashville Sounds baseball team, AAA baseball team here in Nashville.
Ooh, so if you thought his voice sounded familiar, that's why.
You know, I've had people that have come up to me, and after they found that out, they were like, I knew I recognized your voice. And I don't know whether they're putting me on or whether they truly have recognized my voice. But, you know, I did have somebody recently, I'm getting off track just a little bit, but I did have somebody recently that when they were introducing me, said that I had served as the PA announcer for the Sounds. And a guy just jumped up and he goes, I used to love listening to you. And I thought, you know, this guy doesn't remember me. But I did have kind of a signature thing. Whenever I would read the Nashville Sounds website, it was, you know, or you can find out more information on NashvilleSounds.com. And so I just kind of got in the rhythm with this .com. And I would do that for the Nashville Sounds website. And people would hold up signs that said .com, but this guy got up and he goes, I used to love listening to you, .com. And I was like, okay, that's a true, he really listened to it. But a lot of people would say, well, you're the voice of the Nashville Sounds. And you know, that I liked that was fine. And I happened to be involved in a networking group for a while, and there was a banker in there. And one of the popular things in this networking group was that you would stand up and give kind of a 60-second elevator pitch of who you are, what made you different, that kind of thing. And for a while, it was in fashion to end with a tagline. And so she walked up to me after the meeting and said, your tagline should be, you're a sound voice for your financial future. And I was like, oh, why didn't I think of that? So
that's good.
That's what I've used.
It's good. I love it. Eric, thank you so much for all these positive words that you brought today. And thank you for being a partner of Stay Positive News. Eric Berner with Rock Castle Wealth Advisors. They are our one and only wealth advisor that we partner with. They are incredible. Eric, I actually sat down with him. I had an old 401k with an old employer that I wanted to bring over to just a Roth IRA account. And Eric sat down with me. He taught me everything that I need to know, probably more than I needed to know, but that's good. And then he really got to know me and my financial goals, like where I want to be. And in that way, he helps me understand like how I should do that. And I fully trust that my money is in good hands. Let's just say that. My money is in good hands. Thank you, Eric.
Well, thank you. I appreciate being able to do this with you here today. And as a client of mine, thank you very much for your business. I sincerely appreciate it.
Of course. All right. Stay positive, everyone.